Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this video. So, of course, you want to realize that business or make that dream of yours happen, whatever it might be. And congratulations if you even made it that far. But then once you started executing that dream, that business, whatever it is, you realized that it's harder than you thought, and everything takes you way longer than you thought it would take you, and you only get done about 20% of your tasks that you have set out to achieve for the week. And that's really devastating. And at the same time, you also realized that time is the most valuable resource you have, and you only have very little of it. And that's a pretty devastating situation because you realize how few things you actually get done in a week and how little time you have. And you feel like you're running out of time and you're way too slow. If you're in that situation right now, then I got you. I've been in the exact same situation. I know how weird and how awful this feeling is. And I want to show you my solution to this, how you can really 10x your output, to really get 10x the results in the same time with 3 simple steps that I'm going to show you within this video. So without any further ado, let's get right into it, and I will hand you over this 3-step framework so you can have 10 times the output in the same time period. Okay, so step number 1 we need to take is we need to understand one law, and it's the 20-80 law or 20-80 rule if you want. That states that 80% of your outcomes that you have in your life are achieved within 20% of the time that you actually work. And that's really true. You can Google the 20-80 principle or the Pareto principle. Pareto is the one who really discovered this, and you can really read a lot about this, and it's very interesting. It's also like 20% of the people in the world make 80% of the money and stuff like that. It's very interesting. There's a lot of places where this 20-80 principle applies. But for now, we just have to use this in our advantage for our daily tasks. So how can we do that? We have to realize that of all the tasks that we want to do, some are going to get us to our goal way faster, 20%, that will get us 80% of the result. So what you do step by step to apply this 20-80 rule is, first, you really have to define your goal clearly. Not I want to be rich, I want to make money with SMMA. Nothing of that. That is not a clear goal. What could be a clear goal is I want to be making $10,000 a month with my drop servicing agency on selling conversion rate optimization services to e-commerce businesses. Not a service I recommend, but just to give an example. Okay, so really have a very clear goal, and I want to do that until the first day of January 2025. Okay, that's an example. That's a clear goal that you can follow. So now that you have written that down, next step is write everything down that you could possibly do to achieve that goal in that time frame. So write everything down that comes to your mind, like everything. Give yourself 10 minutes, set a timer, and write everything down. Ask ChatGPT if you can't come up with any more things, like ask ChatGPT and write everything down that comes to your mind or ChatGPT's mind. And then sit down and take even more time. Take yourself at least 30 minutes to an hour to find out of all the things that you've just written down that would all sooner or later help you to reach that goal. Of all of these things, what are the 20% of these things that would get you 80% of the result? Not 100%, but 80% of the result. And then just circle in 1 to 3 things. Really, that's it. You need 1 to 3 specific things that are then called your MMAs, your money-making activities. Circle them in and then just focus on these 1 to 3 things. That's the 20-80 principle, and that's how you use it to your advantage. The next thing is Parkinson's law. I already recorded a video on Parkinson's law. I will put the link down below in the description, and you can check it out if you want to dive deeper into it. But to cover it real quick, is work always expands to the amount of time that you give it for its completion. So that is Parkinson's law, meaning if you give yourself 3 hours to do a task, it will take 3 hours. If you give yourself 1 hour to do the exact same task, your brain will figure out a way on how to do it in 1 hour. Some of the smartest minds out there, like Elon Musk, utilize this Parkinson's law a lot. So that is one very powerful thing. If you want to dive deeper into this, just check out the video down below. And the last of the 3 steps is planning your day the night before. And now you might think, oh, that's boring, or oh, I'm already doing that. Yeah, but are you doing it the right way? Because it's not just about planning your next day the night before. If you're not doing that, then you're really leaving a lot on the table. That's super powerful, even though it may seem stupidly simple. But I'm going to tell you a secret right here. All of the things that all these successful people here do are stupidly simple. It's not about doing some complicated stuff or about discovering some magic short. All the things that lead to success are stupidly simple. As is this third step of just planning your day the night before. When you really write down your tasks for the next day, first thing, find out which of these tasks could you outsource for $10 on Fiverr. Then don't do them yourself. And then also, which of these tasks could you build a system for so you don't have to do them manually in the future? Because nowadays we can automate so much with AI. So do this in the evening. This is super powerful. And then instead of doing the task tomorrow, maybe spend time on building a system so that task automatically gets done without you being involved and spending the most valuable resource that you have, your time. So that's very powerful. And the next thing is the mastery checklist. So how do you actually plan the tasks for your next day? And I use a concept that I called the mastery checklist, which is pretty simple. So you basically give every task a score, and that's really powerful. So every task that you want to do tomorrow, for example, you have that business call, you give it a score from 1 to 10 on how easy is it, and then a score from 1 to 10 on how important is this to reaching your specific goal that you've written down. If you do that every night, this is super powerful. And I actually have a template for you of this mastery checklist that you can access for free. All you have to do is I will put you the link to my free school community down below. You can join completely for free. And once you're in there, just message me, send me a DM on school and write mastery checklist. Okay, I'll put it down in the description as well, so you can just copy paste it. Text me that and I will send you the mastery checklist template so you can really just access my template that I'm using for this mastery checklist, and also a short Loom video where I really explain this mastery checklist in depth. So that's it. These are the steps, and this is how you can really 10x your output. Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked this video, then leave it a thumbs up, leave it a comment down below on what you want to see on future videos. That's it for now. Remember, if you are watching this, then you are on the right path. Keep going.